Here we are, guys. The second part of how Gangs of Wasseypur became one of the cult classics in the Hindi movie industry. Now we will discuss that in 5 points. Number 1, the structure. Gangs of Wasseypur basically borrowed its structure from two other great films. First is the Brazilian crime drama City of Gods, and second is the American gangster film Goodfellas. Anurag didn't rip these films off. Instead, the general storytelling pattern is drawn from these two great films. How? Like in Goodfellas and City of Gods, movie opens up with an important incident that will come way later in the film's regular timeline. Kasyap here simply uses this sequence as a clickbait or a bait to capture the audience's attention. For us, it is not the question of how the movie is going to end, but how did we get there? Here, Anurag uses a powerful voiceover technique. Like in Goodfellas and City of Gods, here also the voiceover is an omnipresent narration of a survivor. It is used to explain the key events and to introduce the main characters. Kasyap cleverly also uses the elements from the some of the favorite Hollywood movies of him to portray certain situations or characters. For example, the scene where Sardar Khan kills Pahalwan is beautifully derived from the scene of 30th minute from Goodfellas. The casual chit-chat between two hitmen at the start of the Pulp Fiction echoes the assassination of Sultan Qureshi in Gangs of Wasseypur. Faisal's playful enactment with a gun is a reflection of Travis's similar daydreaming from Taxi Driver, directed by one of my favorites and the greatest of all time, Sir Martin Scorsese. The character of Perpendicular seems to be drawn from Lil Dice in City of Gods, and then there are references to the greatest movie of all time, probably I would say The Godfather. The father-son relationship between Sardar Khan and Faisal reflects that of Don Vito and Michael Corleone. Sardar Khan's assassination scene mirrors the climax scene of Godfather, and that famous permission scene where you can see Huma Qureshi and Faisal, our Nawazuddin Siddiqui, is drawn from conversation between Michael and his mother. But Kashyap's use of these references by no means make Gangs of Wasseypur a derivative or a reductive work. Instead, his application of these structural references is culturally and historically rooted to Indian story, provides a universal accessibility. He then takes these references and turns them into his own. But one thing that is quite unique in Indian cinema is these songs, which leads us to the point number 2, the use of music, which we will cover in the next video. Till then, stay blessed and stay smiling. I will see you in the next video. Let me know in the comments down below what did you think about Anurag's filmography in Gangs of Wasseypur, and also do not forget to subscribe. You were watching not a professional YouTube channel but just a startup, and this is more than a